If you've been thinking about refreshing your handbags this season, then this is your sign. Today, we're diving into what I think are some of the biggest handbag trends of 2025 so far. Bags that are turning heads from fashion week to street style. Whether you're into slouchy chic, statement fringe, or preppy practicality, there is something here for everyone. Let's get into the trends that are everywhere right now and how to style them like that girl. All right, first up are slouchy silhouettes. If the structured, tailored, super put together bags feel just a little bit too polished for your vibe, the good news is the slouchy bag seems like it is here to stay. And it's definitely the perfect piece for all of your casual cool looks. Think soft, pliable, sometimes oversized silhouettes that just have that effortless sort of like, I threw this on and I didn't really think too hard about it. And I still look fabulous vibe. Great designer examples of this are the J.W. Anderson loafer bag or the Chanel 25 that has that sort of relaxed trapeze shape. Oh, I would die to get my hands on one of those. They are so cute. The beauty of these bags is really just how wearable they are. You could literally throw your entire life into them and go. The con is you may have a hard time finding the particular thing in your bag that you need at any given moment, speaking from experience. But the point is they are perfectly roomy for your everyday musts, but they're elevated enough to complete any look. I think you could easily pair an oversized bag with more relaxed tailoring, or think like an oversized blazer, a simple tank and wide leg trousers. It's giving like model off-duty vibes, that sort of slouchy, relaxed, effortless cool. These are the bags that don't just carry your entire life, they tell people that you're relaxed, but expensive. The second trend that I've really been seeing make a comeback that I'm so happy about is fringe. I think I had like 5 fringe bags at some point in like 2012, the last time that fringe bags were huge. Fringe bags are basically like the fun friend at the party. You know what I mean? They're attention-seeking, playful, and just full of movement. And I really feel like the fringe handbag trend is a combination of like the resurgence of boho style paired with just like the fact that Beyonce's Cowboy Carter Western aesthetic has really, I think, been influencing fashion in a huge way, especially this year as she's on tour and people are getting dressed up to go to her shows or just being inspired by that aesthetic in general. But don't get it twisted. The fringe bag is not just for festivals or when you want to rock a boho look. In 2025, I think fringe can be really polished. It adds so much texture to any look that you pair it with. And it can add some serious interest to more minimalist outfits. You know, if you have something that's really super simple and clean lines, but then you got a fringe bag with it, the fringe is kind of like the statement maker, the thing that's doing all the talking, and your outfit is kind of the background that allows it to like be front and center. That brings me to my brand new Teddy Blake bag that I've been dying to share with you all. I unboxed it the other day, so let's roll the tape on that. If you haven't heard of Teddy Blake yet, they make luxury Italian handbags with all of the same quality, craftsmanship, and timeless styles that you would expect from high-end luxury brands, but for a fraction of the price. How do they do it? Well, they craft their handbags in some of the same factories that top designers craft their handbags in, and using the same high-end leather, but without the shock-inducing price tag. What I love about Teddy Blake is they offer so many timeless styles in so many different colors and sizes. There really is something for everyone on their website, and they have so much variety. So you can really find something that speaks to you and invest in something that you feel good about. And you know, because so many of their pieces are so timeless, that they're going to be something that you can carry season after season and year after year. I want to do a little unboxing of the latest bag that I got from Teddy Blake, which is very protected. Comes with a nice little dust bag to keep her, you know, looking good for even longer. Are you ready? This is their Aria bag in the color Bordeaux. It's in this stunning, gorgeous, dark burgundy leather. I was immediately drawn to this really rich wine shade. I feel like a lot of people associate this with fall, but I feel like depending on the way you style it, you could absolutely wear this in summer too. And I know I'm gonna wear it a ton as soon as the temperatures cool down as well. You've got this stunning gold hardware in the zipper, Teddy Blake zipper pulls, very roomy in there. And you can see branded pocket inside. If you pull the fringe to the side here on the front, it is embossed with their signature Teddy Blake embossing. It's a 9-inch size, which I think makes it a really good size that goes from day to night. You can fit quite a few things in here. Honestly, this is like a lot more roomy than I was anticipating it being. And can we just talk about the leather quality? Like, it just feels buttery soft. You can just smell the leather. Does anybody else smell leather? Maybe I'm just the weird one. This is made from Italian leather, so it just feels really luxurious and very well made. The sleek shoulder strap is so chic. You can carry it over your shoulder, or if you wanted to sort of carry it under your arm sort of as a clutch, you could totally do that as well for more of a nighttime look. This bag also comes in white and black, but like I said, this red I think is so beautiful, and it's going to be the perfect transition piece from summer into fall, which will be here before you know it. Such a great addition to my handbag collection and my Teddy Blake collection. If you've been wanting to treat yourself to a luxury level handbag without breaking the bank, Teddy Blake is a great site to check out. I'll link this bag and their website down in the description box so you can take a look at all their different bags and maybe find one that you love. Now on to the next handbag trend. Wasn't that bag so cute? I've been wearing it so much lately, and the color is... Also, hi. If you're new here, forgot to introduce myself, so rude. My name's Jessica. I make videos about affordable fashion, beauty, lifestyle, and travel. And if that sounds like a fun time for you, then I would absolutely love it if you would consider hitting that red button right down below to subscribe. And don't forget to ding the notification bell so that you never miss out on a future upload. And you can also find me over on Instagram and TikTok, where I'm sharing all kinds of fun, silly things, fashion inspo, daily life, just random silliness. So check that out. All the links for that will be down in the description box. Do go over to one of those other social media platforms. Please make sure to leave a comment and say hi, that you came from YouTube. I absolutely love seeing you all over there because that's where I'm hanging out on a daily basis. Let's get back to the handbag trends. Now, fringe feeds right into the next trend, which is the boho bag trend. Boho, like I talked a lot about in my spring 2025 trends video, is definitely making a huge comeback. And that is no exception in the world of handbags. And this is really giving me so many flashbacks to the early 2000s because all of these bags are such a throwback to that. And some of them are even sort of making a complete comeback. I mean, hello, the Balenciaga City bag, anyone? I was obsessed with this bag in the early 2000s. And now I'm starting to see celebrities and various people on Instagram carrying this bag again. It's total Olsen Twins nostalgia, if you know what I mean. These big, soft, oversized silhouettes that say, I've had this bag forever. It has been through some things with me. What I really love about this trend is this bag trend is not about babying your bag. It's about putting that bag through the paces, letting that bag live with you, using it, loving it, and just letting it wear in a little bit. These bags are so soft and pliable. They really are made for being thrown around and taking a little bit of abuse and it being okay. So what I'm trying to say is this style really thrives when it looks a little lived in. The next trend is also another complete Y2K throwback for me, and that is embellished pouches. I started seeing these crop up on social media in various, like, I don't know if you guys follow her. I think her handle's called Over the Moon Far Away, and she does a bunch of like millennial nostalgia throwback stuff, but she did a video about this bag trend specifically, and I died because essentially this is a bag that you could have bought from like any Wet Seal or Claire's, or think of like those stores from the mall from back in the day. They're sort of like a net bag with all this like different embellishment on it, either in the form of like paillette sequins or beads or maybe even macrame. This is like a party bag. You know what I mean? It's like wearing jewelry on your arm. So again, what you're looking for is a bag that is very unstructured, that is covered in either sequins, beads, or some other embellishment. And it's going to give those summer outfits and even into the fall and winter like the perfect hint of sparkle. And I think this is also a great alternative to a more structured clutch for when you want to get dressed up, but you don't love having like that clutch underneath your arm all night long. But I think you can also wear it super casually with a tank top and some cotton shorts, maybe even those cotton boxer shorts that are everywhere right now, and some flip-flops, something super basic, and allow the very statement bag to do all the talking and sort of juxtapose a super casual look with something that feels really dressy. I think that would make a really fun outfit combo. And again, if you're wearing something super basic and you throw this onto your outfit, it's going to make the outfit with like no effort involved. The next trend is one that I think I talked about in one of my past overall trend videos, and that is the East-West bag. Think a structured bag, but a more rectangular vertical shape, literally going from east to west. Alaya's Lateco bag basically broke the internet a couple seasons ago, and I think a lot of designers are sort of catching on to that trend and following suit with their own designs. And you can obviously spend a lot of money and get a designer version of this, but I've also found a lot of affordable versions as well. They kind of remind me of like a chic baguette bag, but with a twist, more structured and a little bit more baguette-y, if you will. They just tuck under your arm just right. It's like they're made for that. Go for like a patent leather version for pure 2000s revival or leopard print for a really unexpected twist. These bags are truly made for someone who wants to look like they have their life together, even though your bag might just have 17 lip glosses and a rogue granola bar inside of it. It's giving quiet luxury, but directional. The next trend I've seen a ton of for the last year really is suede everything. Suede is really making a huge comeback, and it doesn't just have to be for the fall and winter when it comes to your handbag. I think suede is also a perfect handbag choice for if you are leaning towards a more boho aesthetic or you are styling a more boho look. Suede handbags are the perfect bag to go with really any bohemian vibe. They have like a really warm feel. They feel retro, but so many of the ones that I've been seeing have just such a modern look as well. Yes, she's a little high maintenance. Suede can get scuffed, it can get damaged. But that's also kind of part of the charm. Like when that does happen to suede, it just makes it look a little bit more lived in and a little bit more loved. Just maybe don't bring it to the beach. Whether you grab a suede bag in a rich, like warm brown tone or in a beautiful deep jewel tone, it's gonna bring that fun 70s vibe to any outfit you pair it with. Okay, this next trend is so 2000s and it is a belted bag. And I'm talking about a belt on the bag itself, not a belt bag. It's not quite a fanny pack and it's not quite a satchel, but I love the belted bag because the belt kind of gives it this little bit of edginess. It's utility, but it's also polished. I've seen them on the runways from Prada to Brunza Schuler, and I've been seeing them pop up in more affordable versions as well. These feel equal parts structured and edgy, and it's a great option if you want something that stands out but isn't like screaming for attention. The next trend is the doctor or bowling bag. I feel like you could really refer to them either way. It's basically meaning a very structured, almost like square shaped bag with a top handle. So think a doctor bag that, like, you know, back in the day when you watch like an old movie and the doctor would make house calls, that like black leather satchel that he would bring all of his, you know, tools and drugs and things in with him. That's exactly what this is referencing. Or think people that go to bowling league and they have their own bowling bag, that they have the bag that carries their bowling ball. Same kind of thing. These definitely have a vintage feel, but there's so many versions out there that also feel really modern and fresh. And I think this style is a very timeless style. Usually these bags are structured with their top handle, and you really can't go wrong with a bag like this because even though things come in and out of trend, these bags really are something that you can carry forever, and they really do stand the test of time, in my opinion. Love these for like a more polished look. Think button-ups, trench coats, ballet flats, just those really classic outfits. These bags go so perfectly with those. If you're looking for a bag that pulls your entire look together, this is definitely the one. Coastal prep aesthetic is going strong, which brings us to this next trend, which is the canvas tote. And what I love about this is it's so affordable to adopt this trend. You probably already have a canvas tote in your house. This is very preppy. They're coastal, they're casual, and they're also surprisingly versatile. I feel like the classic LL Bean tote is like the quintessential one that comes to mind, but I have been seeing everywhere in LA so many people using this mini Trader Joe's tote as their handbag, and I love it because they're fun, bright colors, and they're so affordable. I think I got a couple of these at Trader Joe's and they were like $2 each. You can't beat that. You gotta love a bag that just is super practical and on trend at the same time. And one thing that I have also really noticed with the canvas tote trend is people carrying the canvas tote along with a handbag. So you have extra, you know, if you're commuting and you've got more stuff that's not all gonna fit in your purse, I've seen the double bag situation with the cute canvas tote and the small little structured bag. So double the style, double the practicality. Love to see it. Whether you're craving something sparkly, structured, or a little fringy, 2025's bag trends definitely have something for everyone. Let me know in the comments which one of these is your favorite and which one you absolutely would never wear. I love to talk to you guys about these things down there, so please, let's discuss. Don't forget to check the description box for all the links of the things that I share with you all today, including the gorgeous Teddy Blake bag that I just got. If you're not already subscribed, I would absolutely love it if you would hit that red subscribe button right down below and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if you loved watching this video, I think you're going to want to check this one out next. So I'll see you guys over here. And if not, I'll see you on the next one. Bye!